You slip into life as a barreleye fish, a quivering speck in the midnight zone. So small you're basically a wet comma floating 2,000 feet below the surface. Other fish babies at least look like stubby clones of their parents, vaguely recognizable, almost charming. You're a translucent blob with a tail, a jelly bean reject with no clue what's coming. And you're not alone. Thousands of siblings spawn with you, a shivering cloud of see-through weirdos drifting in the dark where light's a memory. Your goal? Grow into a brain case on display freak with eyes that stare through your own skull. Your reality? Don't get eaten in the next 5 seconds. Day one's a slaughterfest. The deep sea's a gallery of fangs, and you're the free exhibit. A bristlemouth zips past, slurps up 20 siblings like it's sampling dust, and keeps swimming, smug as hell. The currents are your first tormentor, icy torrents churning through the abyss, hauling you and your fragile posse like lint in a blender. No control, no direction, just a wild ride through the black. Your fins? Pathetic. 2 tiny flaps and a tail that dangle like soggy streamers. You twitch them, hoping for propulsion, and get a sad wobble that spins you upside down. No time to sulk. You're too busy figuring out which way's your face. Your siblings are flopping too, a swarm of dizzy ghosts tumbling like they're failing a sobriety test. One drifts into a gulper eel's glow. Snap, gone. You're down a dozen already. Food's a train wreck. Your mouth's a pinprick slot, barely there, like you're designed to sip despair. You spot copepods, microscopic snacks glowing faintly, and lunge. Ha! It's like sucking broth through a clogged straw. Most zip past, and you're left swallowing water, twirling in circles. Those eyes, though, already freaky. 2 green orbs sprouting inside your head, staring upward through a dome of jelly. You can't even see the food. You're built to gawk at shadows above, not hunt sideways. You try again, desperate, and inhale a silt fleck. Now you're coughing, spinning, and still starving. Meanwhile, a viperfish snags 5 siblings in one dart, their glow winking out, probably smirking as it swallows. Predators are everywhere, and you're a glass snack. No armor, no speed, just a see-through body flashing "Eat me" in neon. You can't dodge worth a damn. Those eyes lock upward, so anything below's a blind spot. Something pulses nearby. Squid. You flail, tail twitching, and it jets off, too bored to bother. Then a fangtooth looms, all teeth and bad attitude. You spin, flashing your dome like a disco ball, and it pauses, confused. No reverse either. Threat ahead? Too bad. Your options are drift into it like a clueless moth or spin sideways, hoping for a miracle. You spin. A lanternfish nabs 3 more siblings mid-turn. Hours bleed into days, and somehow you're still here, a floating speck in a meat grinder. Most of your 1,000-strong spawn? History, eaten by squid, shredded by eels, or lost to the void. Maybe 1 or 2 hit adulthood. You're clinging to maybe, but the abyss is laughing. Weeks slink by, and you're still alive, pure fluke, not talent. Your body's stretching, a transparent tube with a tail, and those eyes? Full-on sci-fi now, lime green barrels pivoting inside your skull's clear dome, scanning the gloom like periscopes. You flap. Holy crap, you glide. A slow, wobbly drift, but it's yours. You tilt those eyes, spotting a silhouette above, jellyfish, and feel almost clever. Almost. An anglerfish lure flickers nearby. You swerve, dome glinting, and it misses, muttering fishy curses. Growing's a curse. Longer means visible, and the deep's got eyes everywhere. You're hunting one night, eyes locked upward when you spot it. A glowing blob, plump and juicy. Lunchtime. You drift in, graceful for once, and chomp. Ow, siphonophore. Stinging threads lash your dome, and you flail downward, trailing welts like a punk rock tattoo job. Those barrel eyes? Useless for close-ups. Everything's a blurry smear unless it's overhead. You try again. Another blob. Another bite. Plastic fleck. Seriously? You spit it out, gagging, and it drifts off, mocking you with its crinkly swagger. This happens 4 times in a day. Your diet's half copepods, half trash, and your dignity's sinking faster than a rock. Then there's the pressure. The deep's of ice. Your jelly head holds up, but stop moving and you sink like a wet sock. One day you're hovering at 2,500 feet when a current yanks you upward. Too far, too fast. Twilight zone's bright, blinding, and you're floundering, eyes swiveling wild. A hatchet fish darts, teeth aimed. You twitch downward, barely dodging, and sink back, heart racing. Shallower's a kill zone. Sharks, boats, light, and you're not built for it. Lesson learned. Stay low, stay dark, or kiss it goodbye. Plus keeping this dome polished. No wax, no rags. Just me and my paranoia, hoping it doesn't fog up mid-hunt. Months crawl into years, and you're a freak now. 6 inches of crystal tube, eyes glowing like alien lanterns, dome showcasing your brain like a museum piece with terrible lighting. You glide through the abyss, a living periscope, dodging bigger jaws. Predators hesitate, too small to bother, too weird to chase. But peace? Nope. An itch starts inside your dome. Faint, then maddening. Parasites. Worms, flukes, mites. Dozens at first, wriggling through your gel, nesting in your gills, hitching rides on your fins. You twist, flap, try to shake them. Nothing. No rocks to scrape, no cleaner fish dumb enough to approach your brain bowl. They multiply. Hundreds now, squirming, sucking, turning your see-through flesh into a crawling nightmare. Some thread through your dome, inches from your eyes, like tiny roommates waving hello, and you're helpless, a floating petri dish for the deep's worst tenants. You're fully grown when the humans notice. Submersibles spot your kind, lights glaring. Barreleye! They gasp, half awe, half geeked out glee. Your dome's a marvel. Brain and eyes on display, a fishy snow globe for their nerdy scrapbooks. Rare sightings make you a legend, but down here, it's just another shift. One winter you're drifting near a trench, chasing copepods when a rumble shakes the water. Quake? You don't care. Just glide, upward fast. Bad call. A trawl net snags you, a nylon wall of doom. You thrash, eyes swiveling, but it's tight. Too tight. The haul yanks you up, pressure shifts, and your dome cracks. Shatterproof, my fins. Last thought as the dark fades? Maybe transparency wasn't the flex you thought. The scientists got their specimen, bloody and busted, giggling like kids over a broken toy they'll dissect by morning.